Hello, my name is Abe and welcome to Monster Train 2. Actually has released out of the demo, well, it wasn't in early access, but it's out, and we're going to be playing a little bit of Monster Train 2, learning about the game, discovering the new clans that exist in the game, talking about it, comparing it to Monster Train 1, of course, because you have to. It is a sequel after all. They're the ones who put the 2 in the game title, not me, and we have to go through the tutorial once more, which is not my favorite. I was hoping that we could actually skip it, but I don't think we can. So, Monster Train 2, if you've not seen Monster Train 1, deck builder, roguelike, you are the forces of hell, you have a train. That's pretty much it. Let's jump into it immediately. Dominions preservation. Healers blessed by Dominion bolster their allies, attack in large bursts to achieve victory. We have the boss is a 7/125. The fallen champion is a 4/45, and a healer with 1 HP. Start battle. We are the banished Pyre-born clan. We have a primary and a secondary, which affect your starting deck of cards. Oh, deal 1 damage, then apply Pyre Gel 2. We have a hero unit that we will play on the battlefield, generic defender units, and then the generic spells that we have available. Let's jump into it. If you've watched me play the demo, then you should know what you're doing. If you haven't seen Monster Train 1, you should check it out. If not, I guess I should go through the generic mechanics. This is your Pyre. If it takes damage, you lose. It has 80 health. It does 45 damage to enemies that make it up to your Pyre. You start at the bottom of your train. Enemies will enter through the bottom of your train. Well, you can start at any point in the train you want, but the enemies start at the bottom, and then they move up, and then they move up, and then they move up, and if they make it all the way here, they smack your heart, your dungeon core, whatever it is, and kill you. We want to stop that whenever possible. I am going to play my units up here on the 3rd floor of the train. That might seem like a very strange spot to put them. Don't worry about it. There are limited units that you can play on a floor. All of your train's floors start with 5 capacity. At the top of the card, representing the unit, the pips, the yellow pips, indicate the space that unit takes up. So the shield steward, the tanky enemy, or the tanky ally, takes up 3 pips of the capacity. So with our champion taking 2, this room is now full. I'm gonna put you down here. And Fell, our champion, has multi-strike. They attack twice in a turn. They also have an ability called Revenge. When being hit, you gain 1 Valor. Well, apply Valor to all friendly units. It's a weirdly tanky and offensively based champion where you want to take damage to apply Valor, which gives you damage and armor, and then move them to the back so they can do a lot of damage without being hit. So it's very kind of cool mechanics for the, at least this starting character clan. End turn. Enemies appear on the train. Now they're not really doing that much, but that will change. We also, so we have a spear steward. The shield steward, the train steward, this one has more health, this one has more damage. So we're gonna put the healthy one in the front, the damage one in the back, so it acts as a tank. And then with the remaining energy we have, we can play the spells that we have. We have Firestarter and Just Cause. 1, not 2. Firestarter deals damage, then applies Pyre Gel to the enemy. Well, I guess you could put it on your own unit. Pyre Gel is a debuff that increases the amount of damage that enemies take, so I could put it on the healer just to kill him, or put it on this guy and make him take more damage. We also have Just Cause. Advance will move a unit to the front of the train. I can play it on them as well. And it gives them Valor. Valor gives you attack, damage, and armor. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be playing Just Cause on our unit who acts as a tank and also has multi-strike, because the buff from attack damage is doubly effective on our champion, and the buff to her health is beneficial if she's acting as a tank. So we're gonna buff her up, and that's why I played her on the top floor, to give us more time to buff her up as it goes. So as the enemies move up, she's going to be really strong by the time they reach the top floor. End turn. And more enemies have arrived on the train. This guy has a flail arm. I'm also gonna reduce the volume ever so slightly. I don't remember what it was set to when I was doing the demo. Can't wait for Monster Train 3, says the Nord. Do you think we'll be going left or right in that one? That's when we actually play Heaven, and it turns into a regular roguelite. We actually drive the train. It's like Darkest Dungeon 2, where we have to like run over the road debris. We have energy for Spear Steward. We could put him down here and then he'll live, but I would also like to just maybe like play my spells. So we're gonna keep buffing our champion, who's getting pretty strong, and I will put one fire starter on. Well, this guy heals 15, right? Let's kill him. What's worth more? Doing one, is it 1 or 2 more damage? Doing 2 more damage per time we hit him? Or is stopping him from healing 15 worth more? I don't know. I'm also going to go to the game speed and put it on maybe fast for now. Dialogue speed is on normal. Everything else should be pretty much what we're looking for. I like that there's only a single quality setting. All right, so move you forward. Move you forward. It doesn't actually move them when they're in the front, but they still get the buff of Valor, which is attack damage plus armor every turn. Every turn of combat, you get 12 armor. Well, you go up to 12 armor, I should say. Very slightly different. But because we attack twice, that unit is absolutely dead. And here is our boss encounter. The bosses are relentless. What this means is that the combat in their room will continue until either you or them are dead. And then at the end of the combat, he rips a giant fleshy hole in my train. I still don't know why it's a giant fleshy hole in the train, but if he makes it up to the heart, then it'll just, again, be a knockout, drag-out fight to see who actually wins it. But I think we will win it because our units are actually pretty strong. Really, it's not our units down here, it's our champion, who hits for 52 damage. And we put a debuff on you, making you take more damage as well. And you're dead. Easy peasy. Now, after each battle, you get to add things to your deck. You get a couple of card packs, and you get some money, and maybe you get like a relic or something like that. We get a clan pack for both Banished and Pyre Bound. So starting with the Banished clan, we can add an Upbeat Warbler, a Cleave, or a Challenge. Upbeat Warbler is a unit that adds Quick to all of our other units on the floor. Enchant, grant, quick. Enchant, if you look at the kind of text on the left there, other units gain a bonus. What they gain is quick. They attack before the enemies. We could also add Cleave. Deal damage to enemy units equal to the attack of your front unit. Or we can add melee weakness to I guess an ally or an enemy. Challenge. Advance, so pulls them up to the front, and apply melee weakness. They take double damage the next time they get hit. So Cleave is an AoE. You know, it's a spell you could toss out there and then kind of wipe a whole floor of enemies. Challenge is, I need to kill this one specific enemy. I'm gonna pull him up to the front, make him take double damage. You can also right-click on the cards to look at them, I guess, and get the lore from the card. I don't think I care about quick, because with our champion, we want them to get hit. They have that revenge trigger, apply valor. We want them to get hit. We don't want quick. I think challenge for killing one specific unit is actually pretty nice, just to make sure that they die, because I don't really care about getting hit multiple times. We want to get hit, so I don't really want Cleave to act as an AoE. It is still nice sometimes to kill enemy units when they're, you know, annoying. There will be times when we want to kill enemy units if they provide like a buff. We want to kill them first before they can act. So you know what? I will take a cleave. I will do it. I talked myself into it. Golden Touch, deal 5 damage on slay, gain a dragon egg. The dragon egg is a function of the red clan, the Pyre-born clan, the dragon clan. The eggs allow you to gain loot as you gain eggs over the course of a run. Pyre Cask, consume, applies Pyre Gel 10. Consume means you can only play it once per combat, and then it applies a debuff to one enemy. So you can make an enemy take 10 more damage per time they take damage. Flicker, 0 cost, 1 damaged enemy units. The idea here, I mean, the immediate synergy is between these two cards. If you can apply Pyre Gel and then hit them for a low amount of damage, you can actually do a lot of damage to all enemy units. And it's a 0 cost card. It takes 0 energy in order to cast Flicker. But I think I'll take Golden Touch. Direct damage, gains an egg. There's some fun stuff we can do with eggs. I will take 1 egg card. And now we have really what sets Monster Train apart from something like Slay the Spire or other deck builder roguelites is the fact that we can upgrade extensively. We can upgrade our units, we can upgrade our spells. They are the upgrades that we can get are varied. It's not like a Slay the Spire thing where spells only get one particular upgrade. They can get multiple upgrades and we can pick and choose which ones we want to give which spells. Same thing with the units. It's really cool. So if we go left, we can upgrade units. If we go right, we can upgrade spells. I think I want to go to the right and upgrade spells because I don't have any units I want to upgrade. I have Shield Stewards. They are garbage. You can't apply upgrades to your champion. They get upgrades on their own naturally. We do get a unit by going left or right, but I think I want to go and upgrade my spells first. Mud, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, Muddy? Hello. So we have a few upgrades here. Upgrade a spell with magic power and consume. I don't like the look of the purple. The UI seems really big, doesn't it? We can upgrade a spell with magic power and consume. So it hits really hard and then it exhausts for the rest of the battle. We can upgrade a spell to cost -1, and we can put that on anything. Golden Touch, Just Cause, Firestarter. We can upgrade a spell for holdover, which means that we get the card every turn once we play it. So Golden Touch, deal 5 damage on slay, gain 1 dragon egg. We can get this literally every turn. It seems like a cool combo. We can remove a card from our deck, we can re-roll, but first, let's check out the unit. Banished Banner, choose a card. We can get Avenger. On Revenge, so when it gets hit, it applies melee weakness to the attacker, so he functions as a tank. Every time he gets hit, it makes it more likely you can kill the enemies because it hits them harder. We can also get Battle Dancer. On Shift, gain Valor 3. Shift occurs whenever you move a unit. So what you can do is you can put this unit down on a floor, and then with your Just Cause, advance moves a unit, moves them to the front of the train. So you can keep moving and shifting these units back and forth and then keep gaining stats as that happens. Gain Valor 3. Could be nice, could be nice. It's a good damage dealer because the Valor will stack up pretty quickly. Avenger is more of a you play it once and it's done. But I think I'll go Battle Dancer and try to work around the shift, where you want to keep moving your units constantly. We can also gain 10 gold, but that does not allow us to buy anything from the shop. So I'm gonna get Holdover and I'm gonna put it on Egg Spell. I'm gonna get eggs. I'm going egg build. The North says, I wonder if there's any unit fusions now in the full release. I hope they don't put the unit fusioning in. Honestly, it just breaks the game in certain ways. I hope I hope to not have Divinity, because the balance of the game really gets messed up when you deal with Divinity stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So the deployment phase, by the way. If you're coming in for Monster Train 1, you're like, wait, there's no enemies down here. Yes, the deployment phase is a special pre-combat phase where you're guaranteed to draw your champion and anything designated as what you draw in the deployment phase. You can have guaranteed cards that you can play in deployment. Your total Ember to spend is your per turn Ember plus your deployment Ember, so you get additional energy. Status effects won't decay at the end of the phase. Some triggers like Resolve won't fire. It's just your pre-combat phase to help encourage the player to build on the bottom floor, really, is what this comes down to. Because previously you wouldn't want to build on the bottom floor in Monster Train 1 because it's hard to draw what you need to survive. Now you get units you can play. Applies when the unit is at the front of the floor, plus 8 damage, the Slaven Knight. I should have read what was happening on this floor with the enemies. But if you pull him to the front, he does more damage. Gotta be careful about that. I'm gonna get an egg. I'm also gonna move my units. So we get Shift active, we get Valor active, and we don't get the Valor on Fell, but Fell is more of a revenge hitter anyways. Oh look, more units to kill. Oh look, egg. So let's move again. I hope I can kill this guy as they move up. Spending a lot of time just gaining egg. So let's get more egg. And then I will... I want to move you. I want to keep moving this unit in the back over and over again. Well, the shift unit over and over again, really. And then we have the boss. Every turn, gain 5 armor. Well, let's kill you, gain an egg, move you. This unit making it up and hitting the pyre, I don't really care about the damage. Like, the damage will happen. I would much rather gain eggs, which, you know, theoretically are going to be a permanent source of resources for us. We're going to keep moving our units around and hope that we can kill this boss. They are kind of strong. We're doing 180 damage of 270 damage. Okay, a little scary. Let's move you forward. Now we're doing 244. Now you're dead. Perfect. So that was very risky. We did take 20 damage on the pyre, but that heals as we progress through the run. And we picked up 5 eggs. We'll talk about those later. Okay. Cards. Apply Valor 10. Valor 10 gives you, again, damage and armor. Advance apply damage shield, selfless sacrifice. Damage shield nullifies completely the next source of damage, in this case the next 2 sources of damage. I really like Divinity. Apply Valor. You can make this a really strong card that you get frequently, and you can keep applying that big damage and armor buff. Damage shield is also pretty nice, but I think I would rather take a Divinity. We get Flicker again, Lava Armor, and Soul Smelter. So these are equipment cards. We put these on our units. You just said you don't want Divinity in Monster Train 2, now you're picking it? Pick a lane, Abe, says the Nor. So Lava Armor, when you get hit, you apply Pyre Gel to the enemy. So every time you get hit, you increase the damage that the enemy takes from all sources. And Soul Smelter is a weapon that gives us 10 damage, and every time an enemy unit dies on this floor, you gain a soul, And then on Celebrate, when you kill a boss, you gain an egg for every 4 souls that you have. So for every 4 enemies that die on the floor, you get an egg. I don't really need it because all I need to do is upgrade that spell that we have to be cheaper, and then we have, you know, very good egg generation. It's coming up. Gain a unit, forge your units, improve rooms. How much money do I have? I might even pop the eggs for money here. I can't really look at it right now, unfortunately, but the eggs are a rolling treasure. The treasure rolls over combat after combat. We can choose to pop it open now at 5 of 8, or we can wait until we get 8 of 8 and then pop it open, and then it resets down to 0 and builds up again. But if I just want money, I can pop it open now. Gain 10 damage. Gain an egg for every 4 souls. It's expensive is the thing. Soul Smelter being 3 cost. It's a lot. I think I might skip. And we get the Dragon Horde. So by popping it open right now, we get 50 gold and 1 of 3 minor artifacts. Or we can get a little bit further on and we can get random artifacts at level 6, 7, and 8. But the 50 gold might be worth a lot now because we're approaching a shop. So I might pop it open now just so we can get 50 gold. And we also get a free minor artifact. Units get +3/+3 for each upgrade. Whelps apply Pyre Gel, I don't have any. On your first turn, gain 2 extra energy. Yeah, why not? That seems like a nice little minor artifact gain. We can go left to get equipment and rooms and heals. We can go right in order to get new units upgraded and a new unit. I'm gonna go right. Ability Slam. It's an active ability. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to this unit's current health and armor. Revenge, gain Valor 2, Firebrand. I don't really care about Revenge when we already have a champion that is Revenge. We want them to be the one getting hit. So a tank might be nice, Ability Slam. It also moves this unit to the front, which activates anything that triggers on shift, which is move. But you know, we only have 5 capacity on the floor. I'd like to be able to have more units on the floor so we can have many different ways of applying Valor to friendly units in general. I might go with Firebrand. In that case, maybe we can actually get ourselves to a point where we have 6 capacity on the floor, we have 3 units, they're all moving around, getting hit, gaining Valor. Could work, could work. Then we have a boss coming up next, and after the boss fight, we will also gain another unit choice. So maybe we want to take a unit after the upcoming boss fight. But I tell you what, we'll take a Firebrand just to have a unit in the deck. It's Covenant 0. We should be okay. Now that I think about it. We can upgrade a unit for 20 health, 14 damage, reduced to 1 capacity. It's kind of cool that that's just something you can buy now. That's awesome. And we can also give a unit multi-strike. Battle Dancer getting multi-strike is what we want. Yes. I think I'm just gonna do that right now. Huge. Then there's a Celestial Alcove, a question mark event, a random encounter. Hello. The Penitent Suit, an elegant name for a torture device. The winged inflicted on their own. Thanks to the Banished, they've been reclaimed. Instead of punishment, the suits have been reforged to empower those who can endure the trials. When penance is paid, absolution awaits. Which form of penance will you impose on your units? Frailty penance. Your units are fragile, which means that if they ever lose HP, not armor, but HP, they die not permanently, but they die for the rest of the encounter. But anything that survives gains damage. We also have the ascetic penance. Ember Drain, but on summon gain 3 energy. So all units that you play reduce your mana over the next couple of turns, but every time you play a unit, you gain energy. So if you can play your units, that's kind of nice. But if you can't play your units, well then what the heck, you're dead. This is very interesting. I don't know what to take. Frailty seems kind of cool to permanently gain 10 attack. I wonder if you can ever get rid of these later. When penance is paid, absolution awaits. Theoretically, that's going to come maybe after a couple of combats, because this is similar to an event that was in Monster Train 1, where after a couple of combats, you gain a buff. I might want to do this just to see how it works. Oh, you put it on a specific unit. Oh. I mean, I don't want you in the front. So Battle Dancer, you can be fragile. You're gonna gain a ton of valor, which gives you a ton of armor anyways. Yeah, let's give it to you. An ample choice. I thought it was applying to all of our units. So what I should have done is I should have given them another upgrade first. But that's okay. We'll just give Firebrand 50 HP instead, and then we will move on. Okay. Should probably say unit, not units in the flavor text sense as the Nor. Yeah. Archeon, the Scion of Savagery. Gains rage when a unit dies on the floor that he is on. He's a 7/400 unit, and he starts off existing instead of the previous bosses that we've been fighting. What do I mean by that? We'll see in 1 second. So, I want Battle Dancer. Pretty much out at all times. Firebrand, you can chill as well. We'll put you down here. Yeah! I hate the sound. And Archeon, he exists before we even get into like the combat. He's a unit who's gonna be here flying around between the different layers of the train. Kind of a jerk. Kind of a jerk. We have 5 energy because of the Ember Charge. We can start giving him debuffs, so he takes more damage constantly. And then we can play a unit. And then we can do damage to all units. We got hit, which means we gained a little bit of armor on our champion, but we need to keep moving these units around. So this guy, every round of combat, every floor he lives on, he gains damage and then takes damage. He loses 20 damage, so he'll go from 90, 70, 50, 30. But he'll go from 3 attack damage to 7 attack damage to 11 attack damage as he moves up. Gotta be careful about him. We are going to gain eggs. Gives you rage, whatever. We're gonna move our units around a little bit. Now you have 6 Valor, so if you get hit by like a spike or something, you're not gonna die. Archeon, though, is getting a little bit stronger because he does get stronger over the course of the fight, basically. We're gonna move you. I kind of want you to attack me because I gain Valor, but I also want to hit you and gain an egg. I might just hit you and gain an egg. Yeah. I should really play my other spells more, but I really want those eggs. Jaxie Pants, welcome. New Doom looks weird. It's your doom! Okay, Little interesting here. I don't know how to keep my unit alive because you are hitting me and doing damage. However, this does 1 damage. This will do 3 damage. This will do 5 damage. Can't kill you. This will do 1 damage. This will do 7. Still doesn't kill you. My champion might just be dead. Which is bad. Yeah, my champion might just be dead. In which case, might as well kill you. Might as well. Does this give you the Valor buff? I don't think it will. It does not. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, well, our champion's gonna die. Rip them. The egg will last for a lifetime, says the Gnoll. Yeah, if we can live. Okay, you're gonna live and hit my Pyre, so be it. We're going to trigger this here. Does the advance work when you're in the front? No, it doesn't. I think that's a change from how it worked previously. Still gonna kill you and gain egg, because killing you is actually still nice for me. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it past the boss. I don't think we have the power necessary. He's got 300 HP. Well, you know, 10 Valor really helps. Jaxie Pants, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Look, it's not Doom. We might play some of that later. Is the game loud? It feels loud. You're taking 300 damage? Dude, we can play egg. Ding dong dong ding dong ding dong. Can I get more egg? I can! We're up to 6 egg. Beautiful. Disposable welcome. It's not Doom, but it's legit fire, they say. I knew you'd be interested. Apply damage shield to all friendly units. When a unit gains Pyre Gel, it gains more. This is a room buff. Friendly units gain Valor on Slay, room buff. This is what we want. We want Blood-Soaked Arena. I want all of my units that hit and get kills to gain more Valor, which is more strength and armor. We get a unit. Another Shift Valor unit is interesting, but I've got the Battle Dancer here, which we can maybe duplicate later, get a couple of them out on the same floor. That'd be nice. Deal damage equal to this unit's attack to enemy units twice. Hothead. Yeah, I think I might skip the unit draft. I don't need another unit. I gotta find a way to keep my units alive. Ooh. So Hell's Flame plus energy. Limbo's Solace, extra draw. Heaven's Light, more capacity on each floor. +2. Used to be +1 in Monster Train 1. But that would allow us to play more units on the same floor with our champion. But I also want the energy so we can play more cards. Like, I want to play Golden Touch with other things. But there is a Merchant of Magic coming up, which we can use to upgrade our spells and make them cheaper. Making the 2-cost spell cheaper is, like, critical. So do you want more energy, more capacity, or more draw? Probably the... I want to say the energy, but at the same time, Merchant of Magic, skip, Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Magic. We can really cheapen our spells. We probably don't need the energy. I'm gonna go with the capacity. I want one big kill floor. And I'm gonna open the Dragon Horde, because we gain 6 eggs that combat. That's not that bad. We gain 50 gold and 2 artifacts. Dragons and whelps gain 8 damage. Units gain more health and damage for each upgrade. When you damage your own unit, reduce its cooldown. That's for like active abilities. We don't have any, so we'll take units are better. And train stewards gain boom. It's a sacrifice. We can kill our train stewards. Yeah, I took the gold. I didn't even take the item. That's silly. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. It's okay. Okay. Gain an equipment or room card. So there's Soul Smelter again. Gain a soul and then celebrate. Bloodthirsty Blade. On Slay, so every time you kill, this equipment gains damage permanently. And Fight Club, friendly units gain 15 damage flat. I'm gonna take the permanently scaling Bloodthirsty Blade. I'm gonna take the money. I'm going to upgrade my spells. Golden Touch needs to cost 1. Remove Consume. None of our spells have Consume. We can reroll the shop, and we are gonna reroll the shop, but I also want maybe Holdover? I mean, what I'm thinking is a Holdover free Just Cause. That way, every turn, we know we can move our units around, which gives us shifting, allows us to pull our champion to the front if we need him at the front. There's some stuff there that I like. The capacity looks like an egg if you squint just right. I guess it kind of does. Magic Power and Consume. You know what? It's super cheap. I'll put that on a fire starter just to make one good spell that then gets removed. Holdover on Cleave is tempting. Holdover on Divinity is also tempting. For 2 energy, you get Valor 10 on whatever unit you want. It seems pretty good. And then we will re-roll. You get double stack. So we can make Divinity Holdover double stack, apply Valor 20. Pretty good. It's expensive, but we can take, you know, the energy upgrade next, for after the next boss fight, and then we can actually play this. 20 Valor every turn. Or, oh, you know what? We don't even have the option to make a spell cheaper. How interesting. We can make it cost -2 and consume. We could also make Divinity Holdover Permafrost so it doesn't ever get discarded. We can make Cleave have 10 magic power. I think that's worth it. Now it does flat damage. Question is, do I want Holdover on Divinity or Holdover on like a Just Cause? Well, it's not Holdover, right? It's double stack. You put it on Divinity, even though it's expensive. And then we will remove a fire starter from the deck. because I don't care. We will upgrade our champion. So they started as a Vanguardian class. Savior is another class you can have for them. We didn't get an option on this run because it's the tutorial run to change it, but normally you do get the option to pick and choose what you want. Savior is an ability she could have. Every 3 turns, gain Valor and gain Armor. Okay. Or we can give you Revenge. Valor 2 instead of Valor 1. I'm gonna give you Valor 2 instead of Valor 1. Because I want you to be in the front, taking hits, making the units in the back really, 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 really strong with the Valor that you give them. Seems about right. All right, and we're done. We got no money. There's our deck. Next combat. Undergo trials for more rewards. No wonder I didn't have any money. If we turn this on, we draw 1 less every turn, but we gain 150 gold. We have an 11,800 champion. Oh, interesting. On summon, descend all friendly units to this floor and retreat them. So, when you get summoned, all enemy units will go behind you. That's kind of cool. We get a flyer. You're not actually flying, actually. You put garbage in my deck. So this Mind Muddler trial. Hey Mud, how you doing today? A little annoying if we have garbage. And you, the Ravenous Zealot, harvest. Every time you get a kill, no, every time any unit on the floor dies, you get stronger, and you have multi-strike. The real question is, do I want to turn this on? Risk the -1 draw for money. I mean, honestly, a lot of our power comes from just drawing the holdover cards, so let's go for it. As long as we have our holdover cards, that's what we're playing every turn anyways. What's with this music? We're gonna put all of our units where they need to be. So you go there. Put you in front. You in... You can be in the front. You can go there. And there's our holdover divinity, which I definitely do want to play. Yeah. And then we can play you to move our units around. But we have our holdover card, and we need to play it every turn. So I don't think we play this on our units in the back. I think we just want them to stay there. I'll play it on our champion, though. Give them a little bit more armor, because we need them to be a tank, and you're going to start adding garbage to my deck. I might just let you, because I don't have the energy to play it with all my other stuff. So our Pyre is going to take a lot of damage, but you know what? Our units will be fine. Our Pyre is going to take a lot of damage, but I accept this as something that has to happen, I think. Gold Goblin. If I kill you, I gain gold. I'm not going to kill you. Oh, you have to be in the front to even gain the armor to begin with. That's right. Well, luckily, nothing can hit you. So we're just going to keep gaining armor on our champion and keep taking damage. I know. Life is pain. Also gonna make everything even faster. There you go. So we have Cleave, we have the Bells, we have Divinity. We're gonna play Divinity. You're gonna sap my units, so I do a little bit less damage, but I'm still gonna smack you. Pretty good. And let's see, you have 70 armor. I think at this point, we can say we're probably in the clear. I'm gonna play those to dump them, so I don't take the damage. Oh, you get sent to the back. That's much better than you being in the front. What do we got coming up? One Just Cause, Blood-Soaked Arena. I'm just gonna put a debuff on you. Although I'm gonna draw 3 bells. Well, I suppose let's kill you and gain some egg. And then we'll draw 2 bells. And then I'll kill you and gain some egg. All right, it's gonna be just fine, but those eggs, man. Oh my God. I just now noticed the horrible screen shake. Get out of here. All right, we took 22 damage. That's not that bad. Blood-Soaked Arena. We already have this, we don't need another one. Liquid Courage, apply damage, shield, and valor. Heroic Dive. Consume to descend, then advance a friendly unit. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to double this unit's health and armor. I would take this if we hadn't taken Heaven's Light, because with Ascend and Descend cards, you can jam-pack a floor filled with units. Instead of being limited to the capacity when you play your units, you can just override that capacity by descending onto the floor or ascending into the floor. But because I took a capacity upgrade, I don't really need this to fill up one floor of units. I already have a lot of units on the floor. I'm gonna skip this. Liquid Courage could be good for the damage shield, but I have other plans. Wealthy Whelp. Cooldown 3, gain 7 coins per egg. Dragon's Breath, apply Pyre Gel, and deal damage to all enemy units. And Soul Smelter again. I don't want Soul Smelter, get out of here. We're gonna save this Dragon Horde. 2 is not good enough. Disposable says, someone tell me the Candle Gang are back. We'll see, we'll see. Merchant of Trinkets, we can buy trinkets. Merchant of Arms, we can buy and upgrade equipment and rooms. We can remove a couple of cards as well, and there is a question mark event. If we go left, though, we do get artifacts. And again, we can buy artifacts, but I want to go to the right. I don't think we have enough money to buy more than 1 artifact anyways. Let's upgrade our stuff. Firestarter, go. Firestarter, get out of here. Bex, welcome. Hi, I'm going back to sleep. Have a good nap. Strike, apply Valor to friendly units. Everlasting Light. Enchanted Chamber, plus 15 magic power on the floor of the train you play this on. And Hall of Mirrors. Oh. Oh! -2 capacity, but create a copy of friendly units on summon. Hall of Mirrors is incredible, because every time you play a unit, it gets double on the floor. So if you play Hall of Mirrors and then you play your champion, you literally get 2 champions. It's really good. It's really fun. I've done it before with another card that actually summons units every turn. So it would summon copies of units every single turn. Let's go to the question mark first. A cluster of 3 large crystals containing Entropy's strange powers forces the train to stop. You could take them. Upgrade a spell to gain triple stack. Unpurgeable. Reserve, spells in your deck cost 1 more. What is reserve? It's a blight card that's unpurgeable and reserved. What does reserve mean? Can I look at the keywords? Logbook. If I look at them in here, I might be able to find out what it is. Oh, we can know the names of the clans. Luna Coven, Underlegion, Lazarus League. All right. There's Snail God. I want to look at reserve. Triggers if the card remains in hand at the end of your turn. So this just makes it, if you can't get rid of the card, all your spells get more expensive. You can discard it, and you can exhaust it, but you can't purge it. Purge means getting rid of your deck permanently. No matter what you take, you will get these. Permanently, reserve permafrost, permanently gain +5 magic power, upgrade a spell cost -4 energy. Let's see, can I put that on you? I can make divinity free. Okay, hold up. So we can make a spell triple stack, which means it gets 3 times the benefit instead of 2 times the benefit. Now what's interesting about this is if I put it permanently gain magic power, my God. If I put this on, oh, you can't put it on a double stacked spell. But Entropic Growth is very cool. Permanently gains magic power on a spell if you don't play it. But I think I want Divinity to be super cheap, and then even if we get the penalty of spells cost 1 more, it'll cost 1, and this will still cost 2, but instead of it costing 3, it costs 0. That's pretty good. I'm going for it, man. Divinity free. And then we have this in our deck permanently, this Blight card. Oh, but you know what? If you pay 2 energy, you can dump it. So you don't have to reserve the card, you can pay 2 energy and then it goes away. Ah, okay. I like it. That seems like a really good benefit. We can upgrade an equipment to be drawn in deployment, either the room or the blade. Hall of Mirrors is still very tempting though, because it is a free copy of whatever you play. Create a copy of friendly units on summon. Like, copying... Where are you? Copying the Battle Dancer would be really fun. But we'd have 5 capacity on the floor, we couldn't play this unit. You know what we would have to do? We'd have to play Fel, then Hall of Mirrors, then play Battle Dancer. That's how it would have to work. We ball in Shirley with Hall of Mirrors. I have to make sure I have enough capacity to play my units, of course. Yeah. Because Fel will be in the front, always being a tank. We can give... We can't give any armor to the Battle Dancers, though, without them being in the front, which is really awkward. Because I need to make sure they don't die, because they are fragile. I don't think Hall of Mirrors is what I want. I can always just duplicate Battle Dancer later and then just play 2 of them, right? I think... If anything, I would just want Blood-Soaked Arena being deployable, because it is really good to gain Valor on Slay. Because again, like, Hall of Mirrors, For me right now, it only works if I play Fel, then Hall of Mirrors, then Battle Dancer, then we get 2 Battle Dancers for free. Well, not for free. We get 2 instead of 1, and they're my best unit. Is that what I want to do? It's not bad. But Fel, Battle Dancer, and Firebrand are probably good enough on their own anyways. I don't really need to duplicate the units. I think I'm gonna take the Blood-Soaked Arena. I'm going to reroll. Spells cost -1 in the room. That's pretty cool. Deal 50 damage to all units at the start of combat. That's also really funny. Just, hey, welcome to the train. Instead of the Inferno spell, you get the Inferno room. I kind of like that. I really like that, actually. And then do we want 15 damage quick? I don't think we need quick. I think we're okay there. All right, that's pretty cool. And you can see, like, how much we can manipulate our deck with those types of upgrades. Like, there's so many different choices you can make. And that's the fun part about Monster Train, is finding the broken combinations that let you just steamroll. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. Apply corruption to your front unit on death. We can do that. We can do that. Because our units gain strength by getting hit every turn. The Undying One. Relentless. Reanimate. Resolve. Gain Reanimate. Gain Reanimate. When a unit with Reanimate is killed, it will be revived with 1 HP and lose 1 stack of Reanimate. We have like multi-strike 5. We should be okay. Ravenous Zealot, multi-strike Harvest, and the Adamant Shield Bearer, Incant Sap. I think we can turn this on. Apply corruption to your front unit. That's just gonna be the champion. But there's gonna be like 4 of them on the top floor. You know what? We don't need the money. Corruption is kind of annoying anyways, so let's not worry about it. All right, so we have the room card. We have Fel. We've got you. We got you. There's everyone that we want on the top floor, and you guys are just hopefully garbage by the time you make it up here. But man, you do have yeah, I'm gonna pull you to the front temporarily. You guys do have a lot of HP, which we gotta be a little bit careful about. But there's our holdover divinity. I want you to have this. I want you to have this. That we have plenty of strength. Might as well put you down here and give you even more of a debuff. Although that did lower our damage on the floor, but that doesn't matter too much. We got Money Goblin. I'm just gonna kill you. Well, hold on. Let's make sure the rest of the floor is doing okay. Pull you to the front. Pull you to the front. Give you Valor. Dude, you're gonna live, and I'm annoyed. You're all dead! I'm happy. There's our egg. And we get that egg card every turn now. Floors 2 and 3 are now reserved for tanks only. We don't need tanks or no tanks. Okay, so we can play this for 2 and get it out of the deck. I guess it doesn't get it out of the deck but it does not give us the debuff from it. You're gonna get more Valor. We're gonna kill a annoying dude. Doesn't matter where we play it, we gotta play it somewhere. The Valor is stacking up on that top floor. Oh, look. Egg. We have enough just causes coming up. We could advance, apply Valor, and shift the units around so we can gain even more strength, but we're already hitting for 78 times 2. I don't think we need to worry about it. I really don't. I'm just gonna smack that top floor and make sure everything up there dies. So you're the reanimator. Welcome. So many eggs. We have 100 armor and 100 times 2 damage on our champion, which is pretty good. Let us give you more. Give you some junk. This guy's applying green goo to my floor. It got gooed. Don't goo me, damn it. I am going to get eggs out of my own units. I really want the eggs. So I'll take that egg. I'll take that egg. Give us even more armor. All right, with 20 damage per turn, I don't know if there's anything that you can do, let's be honest. I can't gain any more eggs though. We're at 7 eggs though. That's a decent amount of eggs to have. I'm just gonna, it's gonna end turn. So he's being reanimated 17 times. That's pretty cool. I wonder what happens if you have like, what is it, sweep and trample? Apply Valor 2 and damage shield 1 to all friendly units. That's not a bad spell. Valor on friendly units adds 1 attack per stack, so Valor is better. We don't really have a problem with damage output though, do we? Apply damage shield 1 and Valor 4 to a single unit. Like having more damage on Valor is nice. It literally doubles the damage of it. I guess in that context, it's not too bad, is it? Benediction could also be pretty good though, to give damage shield to all friendly units. Keeps them alive. Because we would like to make sure that spikes or AoE units don't kill our units that are fragile. Fragile. So I'm gonna take that, actually. Moneymaker. Deal damage to a random enemy unit. All excess damage is applied to each enemy unit. Huh? Oh, it's a spell. So it's a spell that does 3 damage. If it gets a kill, the damage from the spell is permanently upgraded, and if it gets a kill, the excess damage applies to all of the enemy units equally. Pretty cool. But I don't need those, because I already have stuff. We will loot the eggs, because we want to be able to build up more eggs in the future. We don't want to just wait for one more egg level. We get to select an artifact as opposed to getting it randomly. Well, let's get a random artifact now and a random artifact later. Loot up my eggs. When you damage your own unit, reduces cooldown. Dragons and whelps gain more attack damage. Increase max eggs by 2. Eventually, if you can get enough, starter cards cost -1 energy. Don't skip it, that's incredible. The thing about the eggs is that at a high enough level, you can actually start getting boss quality artifacts out of that, which is awesome. Battle Dancer gets Frailty Absolution. Oh, they're no longer frail. Yo, that's pretty good. That solves the problem of what am I gonna do about the unit who might die? Well, now they can't die. Perfect. Yeah, so now we get more minor artifacts at levels 9 and 10, and then at level 12 and 13, you get boss quality artifacts. Permanent energy, capacity, or draw. It's pretty good. Okay, Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic. Well, all of the starting cards costing 0 is insanely good. I don't think we even need to upgrade them anymore. Duplicate any card except your champion. I might go there. And I might duplicate the egg spell because I want to get more egg. Like, we have enough divinity. I want to just remove cards and get egg. I'm going to the right, man. We heal the Pyre a little bit, by quite a lot, actually. And I think I will upgrade Benediction for being cheaper. And we could give it holdover as well. It's not super necessary, but it might be kind of good. Yeah, why not give it holdover? Make your best spells holdover. And then purge a fire starter, because I just don't need it. And then we could reroll, but I'm just gonna keep purging cards out of the deck that I don't need. So next up, we probably don't need this many Just Causes because we only have one unit in the front that's actually wanting to be there. Oh, get out of here. And I kind of want to dupe the egg card. Or we could dupe Inferno Room and do 100 damage to all units before they even make it up to the Pyre. Or I could duplicate Divinity and every turn get Valor 40 for free. I don't think we need Valor 40. We could duplicate Battle Dancer. They're not fragile anymore. They can actually survive, theoretically. The North says, the train coming in from the bottom feels so wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Is this the inverse? We're not in hell, we're in heaven. Divinity wins, but the egg, though. I mean, we already win. You're not wrong, though. But egg, though. I mean, ideally, I want to thin out the deck, take draw, and then, you know, draw all my good cards immediately anyways. So, one more egg. The problem is 5 damage is not going to kill enemies eventually. But it is still good egg. The Lord of the Cherubs. Sail and his cherubs grant 35 health and spikes 4 to all enemy units. This is a bit problematic with our units. But if we have to give him damage shield. Good egg. Alright, so you. Yeah, because every turn when this thing is here, it's going to be applying spikes to the front friendly unit, which makes him really annoying. And the boss does the same thing. Every turn it applies spikes. So it can be kind of garbo. Dude, I love having all of my cards be 0. So let's pull you, pull you, pull you, give you 20 Valor. Yeah, I mean, this is what we want. They all have damage shield now, so when we hit the spikes, they won't actually be spiked. We still gotta be careful though, because the units in the back don't gain armor every turn. So because our champion is dying. How? How is the champion taking 54 damage? Oh, the boss does 22. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I didn't know that the boss did 22. So let's give everyone a damage shield. Still dying. Let's... Oh, I can't play cleave! Whoops. 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 Why are you gaining 70 HP, Misshapen Fiend friend? Oh, because both of these guys are buffing you. We should have played on the bottom floor. I forgot about it. I forgot that's how this combat works. It's okay. We will still be fine. It's just gonna be a little awkward. I've got to put up a sacrificial unit, unfortunately. Oh, and now you're living. Okay. Take some of this then. I guess you had damage shield, so you're not taking that first big hit, even though it wasn't really that big of a hit. Okay. Waves remaining 4. I'm gonna play Inferno Room down here to kill everything. If I play it on this floor, it kills you guys next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna play Inferno Room here to kill things before they make it up to our units. And then we can dump this. I can kill you. Oh, at the start of combat, it would have killed him anyways. I understand. You're taking 16 damage because of the spikes. I need to pull you to the front soon. I love that AoE explosion we get there on that middle floor. I should have put it lower, but that's okay. I need to pull Fel up. You know what? We don't need to pull Fel up. Honestly, we have enough damage. Let's just keep you in the front. You're surviving. Seems good to me. Get some egg. Get some egg. Some huge apples, glossy too. I wonder if they're glazed. You know that they're dripping in honey. You have to get played, which means, unfortunately, not as many eggs. But that zero cost holdover spell is definitely worth paying 2 energy once every shuffle. Egg. Now I could pull the champion back up, but I kind of like where they are right now. I just want to keep giving armor to this unit who's functioning as a tank. Oh, he's dying. How are you dying? Oh, right, the 50 damage. I may have forgotten about that. And now the boss is eating and gaining the spikes buff, which is very unfortunate. And I don't think there's much we can do about that, unfortunately. But we have enough... Well, we have enough health, but our Battle Dancer will probably perish. We probably have enough damage, though. Let's be honest. Okay. You get crunched. It's 5 eggs. We have multiple instances of Just Cause coming up. Ergo, what I want to do... Oh, no, Wait, you're getting 25 health? Oh. Ah. The boss's ability is slightly different. The boss's ability can't be used by himself. I understand. You're gonna get 8 spikes. There's not much I can do about that. What I will do is pull you. Now you're gonna gain 53 armor. Let's make it 73 armor. I want you to live, my friend. Oh no, I let him eat twice. 60. Playing the unit made my life worse. Who could have possibly seen that happen? Well. Let's give you 46 extra armor. Make it more. Give everyone a damage shield. I guess we'll hit you. We'll be fine, but it was silly for me to even do that. Let's be honest. Pixely, welcome. How's the game? I mean, so far so good. It plays very similarly to how the demo played when I checked that out. And it's more Monster Train, which I like. It all depends on how things upgrade and unlock and what the other covenants are like. And thank you for the subscription as well, Pixely. Ka. Is it heretical that I have the Spire Ka playing Monster Train? Multi-strike 1 on strike -1. Double Pyre Gel. When a unit gains Pyre Gel, it gains more. Skip. I want draw. Or do I? I probably want draw. We don't really need capacity. We don't really need energy. And at 5, I'm just gonna keep looting it every time, I think. When a unit gains Pyre Gel, it gains 1 more. Spells gain damage for each upgrade on the card. I mean, that seems acceptable. Or we could take gold, but I'll take an upgrade. +1 energy would let you egg more. We can always egg if we want by just not playing Benediction. Or thin out the deck more that we don't have to worry about the shuffle. So we get a Armory, Health, Healing, Merchant of Magic, or Merchant of Arms, Forgotten Boons, and remove 2 cards. I want to go to the right. We're gonna upgrade our champion. On Revenge, get Valor 4. To all friendly units, don't forget about the all. And you're gonna get Removal. We're gonna remove. I don't know, let me look at this first. Multi-strike, extinguish, purge this unit from your deck. It's actually really good as a way of gaining purge. We can remove all 4 of the train stewards by just taking this and putting it on the train stewards 1 at a time. But I think I'm just gonna re-roll. Those don't really look like what I want. On Revenge, deal damage to the attacker equal to this unit's health. All of Mirrors again. Gain an energy when a unit dies. I think I just want maybe Inferno Room to also be deployable. Play it at the very beginning of combat. On the bottom floor. Yes. I think that's what I want. Combine 2 equipment cards into 1. It combines the cost as well. So you gotta be careful about making things too expensive. Let's remove a bunch of cards now. Firestarter, you can go. Firebrand I'm keeping around, but I might get rid of them later on. Let's get rid of the... Let's get rid of the Just Causes. And the Shield Stewards. Because I really just want to draw the other cards in my deck every time. Savagery's final assault. This guy has a black hole in his chest. Just kind of there. Like, you can see the Z index where it cuts into the sprite and it's just a line. If you have no units on the floor, deal 5 damage to the Pyre, the terrifying amalgam. These units are really annoying and I don't like them. Turo, welcome. Have a nice day. Thank you for the subscription and I hope you have a nice day as well. Kaka. I don't like these units, the terrifying amalgam, because it makes you have to play on the bottom floor. If you don't play on the bottom floor, you take Pyre damage every single turn. It's kind of annoying. If you have enough health, you can tank it, but these things will do like 80 damage over the course of the fight if I don't play on the bottom floor. Rax the Overblessed, multi-strike, rage, regen, spell shield, relentless, resolve, gain, rage, regen, and spell shield. So you want to play on the bottom floor. He's a little bit of everything. I get you. I think we'll probably play on the bottom. Enemy units restore health when they move up. I'm just gonna probably not care. And probably not play down there. This game traditionally lacks incentive to not just put your dudes on one floor, says the Nor. Yes, but here's the thing. The fight that we just had with the Cherub boss, you can use spells to block the buffs that he kept getting from the plate of ambrosia that he kept eating, the apples. So you had multiple different ways of playing around it. I feel like with the Terrifying Amalgam, you don't really have ways of playing around it. You have to play units on the bottom floor. They could be sacrificial units, I suppose. I don't really have any of those, though. You know, I suppose I could put Firebrand on the bottom, but then, you know, what are we doing about the other floors? I'm not going to turn this on. It feels like this either incentivizes you to play on the bottom or to have a lot of garbage units in your deck you can throw out there and get them killed. Like, I don't know if I can kill the enemies fast enough. If I wait a turn, I can play up here, but I think we're just gonna play bottom floor this time around. Don't be dumb about it. Make sure you get your units out. But I can't do 375 damage. I can kill you and get an egg. I can buff. I can buff here. 237 damage. You're not the annoying unit though, so if you move up, it's not that bad. In fact, play you there, play you there. It's an egg option. And even though you're gonna live with 137 HP and you're gonna hit the Pyre, it's not gonna be that bad, hopefully. Golden Touch. Deal 11 damage. Why is my magic power so high? Oh yeah, Sizzling Firecracker. Makes Golden Touch better, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So let's kill you, gain egg, give you even more valor, give you more. Now you're dead. Give everyone down here a buff. Still, our damage is, I don't know if it's high enough to kill the units when they start stacking up, but we'll see. Have to play this, unfortunately. Yeah, like the 300 damage from you in the back, I'm not killing you. I can kill the unit in the front, and you're gonna hurt my Pyre as you move up, but that's all I got. And you are sweepers, which is very annoying. Has to go. You're gonna hurt my Pyre for 5. All right. He's gonna hurt my Pyre again as he moves up. And my Pyre, I mean, it does 130 damage. What? I feel like that's not correct. I mean, it's gonna kill him in 2 turns, which is pretty damn good. Why is it doing so much damage? That seems a little much, but I'll take it. You know what? I can stop you from doing 5 damage. More egg! I'm trying, man, I'm trying. There you go, there's another egg. We might not have... Wait a minute, there's another egg. We might be able to get 8 eggs. I don't know if we're gonna get 10, but we can get 8 probably. Yeah, we can get 8 eggs. Okay, the boss is dying. He's gonna run through his rage. 2 spell shield, 20 regen, 8 rage. Regen is just healing every turn. He's got multi-strike. He starts real strong. And every turn he gets rage 8 on top of it. My God. Like, this is an enemy, if you fight him on the top floor, you're in for a bad time. I don't know how I like that. I don't know if I like that. It's gonna end turn. Is this the first run? Yes, it is, Toro. Minus the demo that I played a while back. Punk Shredder, enchant, grant, trample. All units on the floor gain trample, huh? That's pretty good. Not super necessary, but I do like it. Punk Shredder. What's coming up? Arms, steel, duplicate, removal. We're probably gonna go to the left up here for the Merchant of Steel. Not so much for the upgrade on Firebrand, which is the only other unit who can get an upgrade other than the Train Stewards, but more so because of the duplication option. I would like to duplicate my cards, add another divinity to the deck. I'll take Enchant Trample, it's pretty good. Deal 20 damage to all units, on slay gain gold, greed. I like it. We don't need the gold at this point. Sacrificial Chamber, gain 10 gold when a unit dies. I like it, but again, we don't need it, because there's no shops after this point. So I think we skip these as well. Rip. We will loot, again, because there's no point in saving it. When you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit, you get magic power. Whelps, dragons, whelps. I guess this is the only thing that does anything. When a unit without Pyre Gel gains Pyre Gel, it gains 6 stacks. Trial rewards are increased 50%. Valor grants an additional +1 armor per stack is incredible. 10 gold being greedy. It's not the 10 gold, it's the deal damage to all units. Not enemies, all units. That's the greed. Duplicate, removal, and upgrade units. Yeah, I don't care about the equipment upgrades, I don't think. We'll go this direction, and then we can even buy relics. Increase max egg by 3. Equipped units gain armor. Apply Pyre Gel when whelps die. Reroll. Cards in reward packs come with a random upgrade. Draw an equipment card, reduce its cost to 0. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. This one, you want this early, not at the very end of the game. So rip that one. Multi-strike, Avarice. Avarice I had a good run with in the demo. It gives you money when you kill units. As is, I think multi-strike is okay on Firebrand. But if I just duplicate the Battle Dancer, that gives us significantly more damage. Instead of 14, it's 63 times 2. Seems pretty good, right? Smidge lets you fit the bird. Bird can already fit. Bird can already fit. I think I like Battle Dancer. And then we want to purge. Like, I want to keep some Just Causes. I want to get rid of the Shield Stewards. Yeah, seems okay. Let's get another Battle Dancer. They're a very good damage unit. And then we'll remove the stewards, because I just never want to draw them. And I think we're done. So we can just purge another card from the deck. Goodbye, other Spear Steward. 16 card deck, let's go. Jaxie Pants says, the vibe of this game is a lot more high tempo compared to Darkest Dungeon 2 or Outer Wilds. Oh yes, this is a completely different experience. This is all about trying to break the game with your card and deck combinations. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Monster Train 1. I had like 300 videos up on YouTube. Pretty good. Unrecognizable from his original form, Seraph has returned as a puppet of Titans from the Abyss. Seraph's savage form will weaken the defenses of your units and enrage his own. Seraph grants rage on his units and melee weakness on mine. My units take more damage, his do more. He's also got 5,000 HP. Good lord. Dude hits like a freaking truck. Let's do it. I think I want to do top floor shenanigans this time around. Fell. Battle Dancer. Battle Dancer. I think I'm going to play Inferno Room at starting here, because I want to make sure it gets out there. And you can go there. Those units and cards that we drew will come back around. Now, the problem with melee weakness is that you die on the first turn. So he's doing 60 damage, and I think I can't keep my units alive. Fantastic. I could kill a Battle Dancer, but I might just want to let Fell go, because I can buff my own units with magic power, I guess. I gotta think about this, because this is a pretty not great start, as you would expect. Oh, and there's gonna be those enemies that hurt my Pyre when there's no units, so that's gonna be annoying. Oh no, the damage shield keeps you alive! That's right. Well, in that case, now we're not dying, and we need to buff your armor as quickly as possible. And we don't need eggs, so I'm gonna not even play them, because I want to draw other cards. But we really do need to get through the melee weakness, and we need to buff armor heavily. Or just keep applying damage shield, I suppose. Oh man, the armor gain is incredible. I'm sorry, Punk Shredder. I can't play it. I have other things to play. Maybe next time you get shuffled. So we have multiple damage shields. It might be the case that we want to keep pulling these units forward to keep them shuffling around with Just Cause to give them even more stacks of Valor and armor and whatnot. Or we can just keep giving him damage shield and not really worry about it. I am going to... We're going to draw this next turn, annoyingly. I'm gonna... Well, you only give him rage when you're on the same floor as them. I'm gonna move you. Let's give you a big armor buff. Well, yeah, why not? You're here. Get up to 66 armor. Seems okay. I mean, we kind of know what we're drawing every turn because our deck is so thin. You gotta get played. Now, next turn, I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm gonna draw. But I think I will. When you have 3 damage shield, you're only gonna lose 1 and you're gonna gain a whole bunch of armor. I'm gonna pull you forward. You're gonna have 100 HP, that's probably enough. Keep you here as a body blocker, I suppose, get you out of the deck. Now everyone has trample. Trample means that excess damage gets carried over to the next unit. He's coming up, that's a little scary, but we're not dead. In fact, we're losing our melee weakness on this turn and not dying. That's pretty good. So we're getting hit for 60. Kind of want to still pull Fell up, because they are the tank. So we can do this, and then this. Firebrand, you can get out of my deck. I'm sorry. Yeah! You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're not dead yet, but you are gonna die at some point. Don't hold it over. I don't want to hold that over anymore. And this is the easy difficulty. Yeah, but I also didn't have like half the options available to me this run because this is the starting run, the tutorial run. Okay, Just Cause is coming back. And you have 88 armor. I can pull you up. Benediction is a good play, but I don't think we need it right now. I'm trying to give all my units armor over time so that they can eat the melee weakness shots, and then later on we can push them back and just have Fell be the tank. I really don't want to pull you forward. You only have 70 armor. So I think we'll keep you here. Good opportunity for a damage shield on everybody. Golden Touch, unnecessary. We're gonna take 20 damage on the Pyre from these units that I'm not killing. But we have enough health that we can tank it. But it's a very annoying unit. We're gonna take 20 more damage, but we can tank it. These guys are so garbage. I kind of don't like them as a mechanic, honestly. They seem a little annoying. Like, what happens if you get here and you have like 6 HP and nothing on the bottom, and it's just like, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead to a passive ability from a mob. It'd leave a bad taste in your mouth. $152 armor coming in on that floor. Oh yeah. So we have 10 HP. We took like 80 damage on this one combat. I hate it, man. It's so hard to survive there. All right, we're good though. Really feels like, well, it feels like you gotta find a solution to those enemies. I don't know what the solution is because nothing really deals with it except units on the same floor. So just have, I guess you just wanna have one big tank. You wanna have something that can just stand in front of them. Get wrecked nerd, he is a big nerd. So as we unlock, or as we level up the clans, we unlock cards, which can enable other builds and other synergies. So we unlocked Advance, apply Valor 5 to a friendly unit, then it attacks immediately. How interesting. You can force a unit to attack before the attack phase of the combat. We unlocked a new relic. Summoning a Hymnist applies Valor to friendly units. Hymnist being the birds that play tunes. Dragon Clan leveled up. On Extinguish, gain an egg, so when he dies, we get an egg. And summoning a Whelp reduces the cooldown of all friendly units by 1. So similarly to summoning a Hymnist, applies Valor, summoning a Whelp, or a little tiny mini dragon, reduces cooldowns. And we've completed the book slightly. Oh, there are gonna be alternate clan leaders as well, I'm realizing. And are there only 10 Covenant ranks? How interesting. Luna Coven's gonna take a little while to unlock. Under Legion, we're 2 out of 120 of the way there. And Lazarus League, we're 5 out of 100 on the progress towards that. My God. Oh, look at that, there's even a little bestiary. That's kind of cool. There's a lot of enemies. Good Lord. You can also look at the upgrade paths of the bosses, or of the champions. So you can compare the differences between them. All of the different relics that you can find during a run. Choose a frame to apply to your cards. Lol. And stats. Damage shield applied 32, Dragon Hordes redeemed 31, spells played 150, highest damage 21 from a spell. Now, are you ready for lore? That's right, it's lore time. Commander, the initial battalion has finished unloading the train. The reserves are awaiting your command for the next assault. Very well, send word to the Pyreborn. We will depart again soon. I'll join you shortly. Yes, Commander. Commander, Commander. Hello, Commander. Angels attacking heaven. I could never imagine it would come to this. Not too long ago, I led these troops to destroy hell. Charge! This is Monster Train 1's art. For heaven, for Seraph. When we invaded hell, we fought for Seraph, but now we fight for our own survival. Seraph, my brother, our leader, I followed him without question, but I saw too late to the cost of my blind faith. Since the invasion failed, Seraph began to change. The taste of defeat enticed him to seek greater power from titans beyond our world. And now we have these horrible eldritch monstrosities and also a weird black hole. He got what he was looking for. The titans came to heaven and began to corrupt everything. Now they threaten the whole world. Our only hope of stopping them is to reforge the old covenant and alliance between angels and demons, but not the whole thing. Nobody's got time for 25 ascension levels, now it's just 10. My legion of angels came to hell to fulfill a covenant we once fought to destroy and reclaim our former home, but old grudges remain. I have to believe this alliance can work for our own sake. Really became a lot more punk when she left heaven, huh? Unlock more Pyre Hearts to progress the story. Unlock criteria can be viewed from the departure station. Because not only can you control your starting and secondary allied clans, but you can also give yourself a different Pyre Heart, which changes some mechanics of the run. So the Proto Heart Cage is just a generic tanky and healthy heart. But some of these are like, you get more draw on the first turn of combat. You get, I don't know what, because I don't know what any of them are, but they provide different effects that could help you or hinder you depending on your deck, your characters, your clans, and whatnot. Which I think is kind of cool. It's another thing that you can change during a run. And there's mutators, of course. But for now, for those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching the first run here of Monster Train 2. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train 2.